We can definitely do this! Monado, lend us your power! Dream Edge! Shadow Eye! Backslash!
Spear break!
Alright, I'm feeling it! Pesky thing! We can definitely do this! This is the Monado's power! Alright, I'm feeling it! We can definitely do this! Monado, protect us! Shadow Eye! Take this! Alright, I'm feeling it! This will leave a mark! Cigarette! We can definitely do this!
What?
Light heal!
How can this be?
Alright, I'm feeling it! Dream Edge! We can definitely do this! Shadow Eye! Take this!
I fear I have...
Light heal!
Summon Aqua! Summon Copy!
Alright, I'm feeling it!
Ether,
We can definitely do this!
hold your head up high, Kino!
Sorry.
Shulk, you cannot fall here!
Right, it's not over. Monado, protect us! Backslash!
Spear break! Now, Starlight kick! Healy bullet!
Shadow Eye!
Yeah!
We're the best!
Fucking fine. There we go.
Be reckless.
If I can't overcome it with setup, then I just have to go up a few levels so I don't have as much detriment to actually do that. That's the key to success. Level up. Okay, time to move on now. I saw green dots over here, so I knew there were some friendlies in this direction. Hello, Meme! Before friends pass here, please to hear story. Okay, what's a Nopon military guy sound like? Me talk like this now, or I don't know. I sent an ordeal in our immediate future. Gratitude for stopping in tracks. What is matter? Matter is a bit complicated, to be frank. If we could help, we'd like to do so. Meh. Although we've pretty much only just arrived here, so if it's directions you need, we might not be the one to ask. Issue is not about where go, actually, is about tracking down friends. They get lost? They not lost, no. They scatter to designated locations to perform ordered land survey. What's the point of that? Measuring relative and absolute elevation of terrain, plot distance, and other such. Oh no, completely forgot to do mandatory self-intro. Qualified, certified, satisfaction guaranteed, fine. Ponspector 10-2 is the name. Surveying new lands is game. Oh boy, not really a military type, it's more like an expeditionary type. Okay. A pleasure to meet you, 10-2. I'm Shulk, and these are Melia, Nene, and Kino. Pleasure all belong to 10-2. My curiosity is a little piqued. Might I ask what a Ponspector is? The question was extremely well timed. Ponspectors is names of elite unit of Nopon surveyors, and Tentu is one. Nopon from Frontier Village, sir, surely hear Ponspector name said in tone and reverence at least once or twice. Sister Pon, have any clue? Maybe his Data Pon might know. Things worse than Tentu thought. Long period of suspended activity was disastrous for brand recognition. Meh, no. Tribulation's only opportunity in full body costume. Go on, Tentu. Have to put best foot forward. Tentu and other Ponspectors actually come to Bion's shoulder to conduct full and complete survey. But Chief 11, who is brigade leader, they to informed of rendezvous point. So though Tentu finished own assignment, looks like up creek without paddle. I get the reference. Expect all Ponspectors in same boat. Tentu think should probably go look for teammates, but with monsters carpeting land, probably even veteran Ponspector like Tentu have hard time. Apart from yourself, how many members does your team number? Nice, around 11. Oh, okay. 11, I see. This is a vast land, so searching by yourself certainly seems dangerous. Do you know where your colleagues might have gone? Tentu have couple thinklings. 2 Ponspectors probably can find. Then maybe they have clues for other whereabouts. Okay. Alrighty. Then we go search for first 2. Now wait a minute, Kino. Still plenty of important business we're attending to. Tentu not get underfoot, promise. Friends look strong, so thought maybe can go with. That way, if Ponspectors somewhere along travel path can help out each other. It's a good plan, or what? What do you think, Melia? Do you really need to ask, Shulk? After all the fucking quests we did, do you really need to ask? Yeah, you look for Ponspector friends. Should really be Miss Melia to say that. Really? Oh boy, Teodox attend to willing with joy. Thank you, friends. Can you tell us, to the best of your knowledge, where you would expect your colleagues to be? One was in charge of area between crossroads on way to Companionscape, all the way to Nerthus Necropolis. Is this going to go off screen? Okay, no. That one is a bit of a coward, so Tentu not sure he do survey job properly. Other one was assigned to area past Krogmaw Caverns, stretching from lake on lefty side of Pilletno. Might be having case of screamy abdads at unexpected circumstance, so Tentu would like to put mind at ease. And unless friends think Tentu is some kind of freeloader, let reassure. When push comes shove, Tentu shove. I feel better already, thank you, Tentu. But of course, Tentu most grateful too. Interesting. Okay. Got it. Prospector enabled special enabled. The Ponspectors are an elite band of surveyors from Frontier Village. Split between red, blue, and yellow teams. If you can befriend members from all 3 teams, Shulk and his friends will gain access to new kind of special attack. So try to seek them out whenever possible. The full Ponspector Brigade numbers 12 members. When you recruit one, they may tip you off to locations of others. Locations you've heard of are marked on the map with a thingamabomb. Okay. So I don't actually have to pay attention, I just need to pay attention to the map. Ponspectors on the Bionic shoulders have issues they struggle with. Resolve those issues for us to gain their help in my quest. Words. I think that might have been a typo. In the collectibles section of the main menu, you can access the Ponspector report to learn more about the Ponspectors you have befriended up until that point. Interesting. Well, making the collectibles in the... Wait. Is he actually just gonna, like, straight up follow us around? Oh, okay. I was expecting him to be, like, a guest in the menu at most. Huh. Okay. Well. Might as well do this one here. And it looks like there's more quests down here. I have a lot of stuff to do before moving on, don't I? Also, he's literally just right here by the landmark.
What Tay do this time?
Qualified, certified, only mildly terrified. Ponspector Tay is a name in surveying new lands is game. But really, none of that matter right now. Tay is smack middle of cataclysmic struggle of life and death. Huh? Oh, problem. Tay was sneak secret surveying, careful to hide from watchful monster eyes, but then make worst mistake of life. At the end of Ponspecting, let little victory cheer slip out. And then Monster spotted Tay-Tay. Monster's poised for a lunge and soft-sucking the body of Tay-Tay. Just like Ricky, I'm sure you're delicious. Thanks to quick escape lace, Tay-Tay able to hoof it all the way down here. But then a grim realization dawned on Tay-Tay. Somehow Tay-Tay lose more precious than life protective charm. Oh, okay, I thought you lost, like, the survey, something maybe like that. Tay-Tay think possibly could have dropped at Nether's Necropolis, just upslope here. Oh, please, Tay-Tay, please help Tay-Tay to find. Dear friends, Tay-Tay is begging you. Sure. Looks like the other one's, like, really close, too, over there, so... Might as well pick up all these quests at the same time. Exterminate the ether organisms that have spawned abnormally in 2 locations in the Navia Highland. Oh, look, we get cosmetic stuff, so yay, let's do that. Let's definitely do this one. I love me some cosmetics. I really like the cosmetic system in this. I have been told quite a few times the original didn't have the costume system. And, man, I wonder if I would have liked the game significantly less if I didn't have that little bit of agency via that. I don't think I would like it significantly less, but you never know. Those little things can make a big difference. And just like the minute-to-minute experience. So, yeah. So it looks like elves. Okay. Yeah, I can do that too. Basically more monster killing stuff, so let's go. Also, I'm gonna note how appropriate it is that this epilogue has Melia and Shulk as the main characters. And not a hint of Fiora. Nothing against Fiora. It's just, I don't know, I'm still a little itty bit bitter about that. A little itty bit bitter.
I'm ready!
Oh, using Ponspectors in battle. In battle against enemies, Ponspectors will jump in to help Shulk and his friends on their own initiative. Each Ponspector has a signature move, healing the party, debuffing enemies, and so on. Red teams have offensive, blue teams have healing, and yellow teams have debuffing signature moves. And blue teams, not all of them are healing. Okay. If you perform well in the battle start affinity, burst affinity, etc., by pressing B at the right time, the Ponspectors may enter a state of high tension. Ponspectors in a state of high tension will join the battle with all their strength, and with no slacking off. High tension will wear off in time, returning them to their usual state. Interesting. Very interesting.
It's flowing through me. That's very nifty. Things are going to plan.
So that's why they're walking around. Do I, like, change my Ponspector? So can I, like, equip different ones once I get ones from, like, here or something? Tentu knew he forgot something. Meat spot. Chief forgot to tell us. Again, total mayhem, except Tentu is equally blamed to forget. Okay.
We make it!
Oh god, they have battle quotes too. He just screamed. Oh no. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
Now you shall witness our power.
Okay, that's the feedback for the high tension. Okay. There's a little, like, emblem that shows up if I, like, hit it perfectly. Okay. That makes sense, ultimately, though. That does make sense. So I wonder, if they have their own battle quotes, what do you figure the chances are they all have a different voice? Or do you think they all have the same one, maybe? I wonder. I wonder if that might be the case. This appears to be a place. That's a thing. I'm actually not sure what I just achieved there. I guess I finished one of them.
Yes?
Cool. Yay, cosmetics. That's the only thing that really matters. So what have we got? Is it, given this is so far at the end, how much you want to bet they're all basically just, variations on color? Yep. I don't even dislike it. Interesting. I'll probably change this up next time, but I want to get these now. Great. Finish that one too. Oh, okay. So... yeah, it's for her. What do we got? Actually, she might have more styles. Or just more colors, I don't know. That is... extremely similar. Hmm. Oh, okay. That's interesting. In that train of thought, is it... yes, okay, so the little wing stuff by her side, that is part of... that is... those are her pants, basically. The top is a dress, in a sense. Okay. Poor's favorite. Quite a few of those. Picked up already. Don't know what they're for, though. I wonder if we look from the right direction if we could see the Colony 9 and whatnot way down where. It looks like they're covering up with clouds, not showing it though. That's my impression at least. I also wonder if like we mapped out the stars in the sky, if it's the same sky up above. We never really got an explanation for precisely how stars worked in the previous world, did we? Good thing there's only sound-based stuff here. Maybe? Oh shoot, is it somewhere I have to jump to? Oh no, it's somewhere I have to jump to, isn't it? Shut up, Nene! We're trying to be quiet, Nene! Come on. Okay. Okay. There's a bunch of red enemies here, so let's not spend too much time dwelling on this. Moving forward. Okay, Tay-Tay. I've got your chom. I can see why you ran away at the very least. Oh, happy stay life with Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay was thought to be afraid would have dangerous bad luck forever. Right, because that wasn't happening before you dropped it. Oh, defense down. I'm up for that. Seems like a good thing to throw on a Shulk. Tay-Tay might look like wimpy pants on first spinning, but cowardly exterior actually hiding real talent. Friend at no archaeology center at Frontier Village. Surveying is indispensable skill of excavation, and Tay-Tay happened to be proud member of the survey department. Path of surveying fraught with lots of monsters, but Tay-Tay no secret art of sneaking and weaving me between. Can't tell friends about juicy footsteppings later. Oh, so... do you give me like agility or something? If you're talking about footing and evading monsters, or maybe you give like some buff in the same 2 of 10. Can I like equip different ones or something?
We measure.
I have no idea.
Fine trick.
I have no idea. Actually. Oh wait, no, are both of them gonna follow me out here? Are we gonna have like 12 Nopons following us at a point? I figured I'd have to equip one. 12 seems... that's gonna get chaotic. Okay. I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it for now. Well, this really wasn't much of a cavern now, was it? Huh. Okay. Getting closer.
Alchemoth.
You okay?
Miss Melia, what's wrong? Is tummy hurty?
No, nothing like that. I'm just remembering what we heard at Companion's Cape. I have been mistaken in my thinking. The war is over and peace has been restored. We are rebuilding, slowly but steadily. I'd thought that with peace came happiness. Indeed, that even here, people would embrace it with open arms. But the reality is different.
The wounds have not yet fully healed.
Quite. Those who lost their home. Those seeking the light. Those who bear grudges. Though joy for them is still scarce, I thought only of me.
But you didn't. Not at all. The High Entier of Colony 9. Actually, everyone who remained. You worked hard for them. You, Dunban, and Atharon led by example. Just so that others could smile.
Yes, yes, keep on happy, Hat. Kino started upon a Momopon, but still full of bones.
Kino.
Exactly. Before, Kino cried every day. Did not even want to go potty alone. Sis! Why you bring that up? They're completely irrelevant to discussion. Embarrass Kino not cheer up, Miss Melia. Agree to disagree.
Cheered me up.
Anyway, cannot abandon hope. Dadapon's words.
Hope.
To become the hope of the High Entier is a fate that you choose for yourself. As long as you remember this, it is certain that you will be worthy of that name.
You are the hope of the High Entier. You will not transform into a Telethia. Even after the Bionis has reawakened, you can still succeed the Imperial line. You have the power to end our suffering.
They did time to that music very well. That song in particular has that really uplifting section.
Friends, thank you. I think I can finally see now what my role here is. Onwards to Alchemoth.
No objection. Well, actually, we're not going to Alchemoth, are we? We're going to the other... Being a bit of a stickler, but you know... Qualified, certified, but fully booked so hands are tied. Ponspector Evelyn is named surveying new lands is game. Oh dear, oh dear. Our friends have impeccable timing. Evelyn in dire need of helping. I assume from their expression that this matter bothers them. Survey for day was finished, so Evelyn make to sit down on sitting spot over yonder for well-deserved snack break. Was just removing tasting morsel from knapsack when all of a sudden, whoosh, splash, meal thing plopped straight into the lake. Oh, so you lost your meal. That's the end of the world here. Got it. Oh god, and single eye wing, like death standing in a waterfall. Wapo, Sati, and Lake scoffed down every last piece of hard-deserved footage. But no ugly fishy fish in co-wrath of Evelyn and lived to swim about it. Sati will rue the day it made enemy of Evelyn. Friend, speak to Evelyn because felt urged to help Nopon in distress, right? Then please to avenge poor Evelyn. Sure, I'll kill the fucking fish. It's not even strong. Fuck it, yeah, I can do this. Easy. Can I topple a fish? Can I topple a fish? I can topple a fish. However that works. Oh, you want me to kill 3 of them? Okay, never mind. I thought there was like one specific one he wanted me to kill. Whatever. Okay, killed the fucking fish. Meh meh meh. Oh, day of joy, Evelyn was agog watching fish, bashy, smelly fish brutes. In fact, Evelyn feel a whole lot better now, although... No, it's no use. Tum-Tum feels empty. Energy that for Shimmy. Or even for Shimmy. But a friend's able to bring Evelyn more up from wherever abouts. May be able to kickstart metabolism. God damn it. From wherever abouts. Is it literally just... like 5 seconds over here. Oh, I need 3. Fine. It was like, oh, is it just right next to us? Oh, they seem to be in a high supply. Can't even complain about that. Oh my goodness. He or she, I don't even know. It's just face up, face down on the ground. More cups. Munch, munch, crunch, crunch. Oh, so tasty. Can feel life flowing back to limbs. Friends, okay. Welcome to the team. Oh, Evelyn wolfed down whole thing. Now, about time Evelyn make haste to find 1-1. I'm the thing. Life all about helping each other, no? Dread to think what would happen if Evelyn collapsed on road alone. Good day, friends have obligation to assure Evelyn come to no harm. So take with and deliver safe to person safe to 1-1. Though I must say, made good survey progress today. Like in days of old chief who established Ponspectors, retired now. And 1-1 step in to take mantle, practically only ever do charity work for Frontier Village. No Ponspecting at all. Evelyn nearly forgot to even Ponspect in first place. Okay, it's settled. Friends all ready to set off. It's time to deliver results of survey to Chief 1-1. Oh, okay. So you're not going to even acknowledge the fact that friends want to know about other Ponspectors? Not to spoil our fun, but Evelyn here have one small idea. Try here. Okay. Cool. Oh god, we're really gonna have like 12 of them. Oh my, that's gonna be a thing. Okay, cool. I'm actually very interested to see how these two get along, given the fact that they're both orphans. So I suppose another thing that was mentioned in the last episode in the comments, this is still the same recording session at the very beginning, so the last thing that's went up has been the last episode of the main game. Has been that Shulk saw Dixon like a father, and I can get that from like a story perspective, but I never really got that impression from how they interacted with each other or anything like that. If anything, while he may have been a father figure in a sense, the relationship more reminded me of something like an actual sort of like adoptive father who didn't really care that much, but, you know, probably wanted him to live and stuff like that. But, you know, it was just sort of like, it would be nice to have that sort of thing. I don't know. I never really got truly the impression that there was strong feelings between the two in any real capacity. And they might have had that, I just never got that impression.
So high up!
It really is, isn't it?
When stand on tippy edge, I'd go dizzy. Whoa!
Kino, don't get too close to the edge. If you lose your footing, you could fall.
Here is much safer.
Well,
Strange view when come to think about. Clouds look like floaty fluff below feet.
speaking of falling...
I don't think I've ever been this high up before either.
No. One moment. If clouds are in direction down, this continent floating even higher up than clouds.
Exactly. It's floating much higher up than Frontier Village in Magma Forest. Or even Erith Sea.
Really? So it's not... So, at least the initial graphic when we saw this gave me the impression that it was just in the same place as where the shoulder was previously relative to the sea. So either the world is smaller and for some reason, like, cloud altitude is lower? I don't know. Does it work that way? I don't know. If you had a smaller diameter, like, sphere for a world... And I know this is relative to a flat sea that was there before. It looks like we're back on spherical worlds at the very least, I think. That's the impression I got. If that's the case, I wonder if you had a smaller one, if those could vary. I don't actually know if that happens. If, like, altitude for various things occurring. Is it relative to space, as in that case, you'd actually have some semblance of a argument, like, I guess I don't know how atmospheres could vary in terms of, like, radius out from the center of a sphere of the world itself. I wonder if you could have clouds simply lower in altitude simply because it's smaller, or higher because it's bigger, or something like that, relative to the actual ground you, like, stand on, basically.
Strange, so strange. But why this island is floating higher than even clouds?
I remember something from an old book. As I recall, the Bionis shoulder was once inhabited by the Giants, a highly advanced race.
Wasn't everywhere, though?
There used to be many islands floating above Erisea, you know.
Kino, no? Teeny tiny islands floating in sky. Very fantastic view.
The Giants. They could process and utilize hoverstone, a mineral with floating properties.
Amazing! In Erisea, they gather so much hoverstone, it lifted up whole continent.
Actually, you might have it backwards. Maybe they took hoverstone from here and transported it back to Erisea.
Whoa, elementary! Kino 220% agree.
Of course, it's best to take all this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Until now, no Homs, or even High Entia, have set foot on this continent. That's why the book's author might only be speculating about some aspects.
No, it makes sense. Can be no mistaken theory of Shulk. Shulk really do know everything, just like Dad at Ponspecting.
Oh no, I'm positive there are things I don't know.
Dad at Ponspecting, friend Shulk is brainy smart, know everything. And also brave and cool, and could do anything if he put mind to it.
Did he really? I'm actually a little embarrassed now.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's only good thing. He also say Shulk is #1 sidekick of Dadapon.
Ha!
Next in line of awesome.
Ha!
I see. Good old Ricky.
That sounds about right. Hopefully they have one discussing parentage. I'd be interested to see what they think about all that. But yeah, interesting. Interesting. So if we're saying that this hover stone, or whatever they exactly called it, has properties that allow things to hover, and that's why this whole continent is staying up, wouldn't that be really weird to have it so heavily concentrated? Wouldn't that fuck with the Bionis' like movement and stuff? Or like how that work? Would it keep it in place or something like that? So I guess it also depends on exactly how the hovering's working, right? Is it hovering by applying power downwards for propulsion to keep in the air, that sort of idea? Is it doing something to manipulate the area around it or offset gravity or anything else of that nature? Because if it's like offsetting gravity, yeah, I could really imagine that could be something like, offsetting gravity or like applying some force to outdo gravity, basically. Both of those sort of set up in a situation where I can imagine if you had such a high concentration of such a significant effect in one part of the body, that feels like that would really fuck up with some motor functions, wouldn't it? But again, it's speculation, so, speculation. Guys, speculation is never wrong. You don't take it with a grain of salt, it is factual. Every time I speculate on something, it is me declaring the facts of the universe, and... It's almost like they knew I would speculate. Feels like they were waiting for me.